Hello, hello. Hey guys, it's Kimmi, Angela, and Alexis. We are about to let our group in for the Notary Meetup 2023. So hang tight while we let everybody in. I just had to make sure I hit record. All right, and then you guys will see what's going on. Okay. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
We are still admitting people. We had 125 people to sign up. I think it was 100, almost 130.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome to 2023 Notary World.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Actually, it's 2023 Notary. What is it? Notary business. Go. What is it?
Kickoff.
Kickoff.
2023 Notary Kickoff.
2023 Notary Kickoff. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We just make sure we let everybody in. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. Hopefully you got your little something to take the edge off.
Yeah. We're gonna have to keep her, a little bit.
We can't be shy tonight. I got something to chase it down though. Angela said, "Don't drink it, don't have some food, because I'll be acting real crazy." So,
oh Lord.
got my popcorn so I can stay on task. But welcome, guys. Welcome. And do not be shy tonight. Do not be shy.
How's everybody doing this Friday evening?
We're off there.
We're doing well. This is
good.
Is that Miss Bessie?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's cold in Florida.
Really?
Oh, it's cool here too, though.
What part of Florida are you in?
Right beside Tallahassee, small town, Havana.
I know that area.
Yes, ma'am. I heard you say that many times on our Monday night meetings.
Yeah.
So got a few more in, guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Just a couple more, and a couple people said they didn't get the link, so I just sent one person. All right, admit all. And we're going to get started. And do not be shy, people. Please don't be shy tonight. We have about an hour together, and we really want to maximize our time. We want to make sure that you get your questions answered, that we share tips and tricks that can help us all in our business. So do not be shy. It's okay if your cameras are off. That's fine. Okay.
And we can't help you if you're not, telling us what you need and about your business. So we're here to help you kick off a great 2023. So that's why Kim is saying, don't be shy.
Yes, don't be shy. Don't wait till the last minute and then say, oh, I got a question, because around, about 5 or 10 minutes till, we'll have to start kind of shutting it down. Okay, so that's why I said, please don't be shy. We are here wanting to assist you in your businesses on your journey. It's informal. It is being recorded, so you will see yourself on YouTube. This one will be uploaded to YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So for those who do not know, I am Kimmi from Notary Life with Kimmi. I am a notary trainer. I'm actually in the state of Georgia, but I train all 50. If you have not, if you're not aware, I just wrote a book for every state. That's why we always say we train all 50, from Alaska to Wisconsin, Wyoming, New York, Florida, whatever state you're in, we got you covered, including Washington, D.C., because we find out that Washington, D.C. people don't include them because they're not part of the 50 states, but I included y'all, so everybody got a book for your state now. If you have the gray books, though, you don't need the new book. If you already have the gray book, you don't need it. But if you don't have this, then I have one specifically written for your state, because the gray book was able to help everybody. But the state-by-state book is actually that. I tell you exactly what you need to do in New York, exactly what you need to do in Hawaii, et cetera, to get your commission. And some states are way more difficult than others. So I'll let Alexis and Angela introduce themselves, and then we'll get started.
My name is Angela from AJ Mobile Notary and Gwinnett Apostilles, and part of Notary Educators with Kim and Alexis. And so we're very, very happy that you guys are here. And we really want you to be able to tell us what your challenges is and other things so we can help you kick off 2023. So we're very excited to have you guys. So thank you for coming.
Yes, and hello everyone. My name is Alexis. And just like Angela said, we are just so excited. I'm glad you all are here. Thank you for coming. And I really wanted to do this one because I want you all to go into 2023 with a plan, go into 2023 unafraid, leave that fear and everything. In 2023, we are all about our business this year and get into this money, okay? It's a lot of money out here in the notary world. And this year is gonna be the year we all get to it. So this is what it was all about for me personally. I just want to share all this information with you all. And if you all have questions, please do not hesitate to ask. This is the time. Like Kimmi said, we have an hour. So leave that fear in 2022. Remember, 2023 is all about the money this year. So ask those questions so that way you can step into 2023 with a plan. That's the main thing, a plan, okay?
Yeah, so do not be scared. So what tonight's agenda is going to look like, Angela's going to do a little review of 2022 with you and your businesses. And then we're going to talk about what your plans are for 2023, because you got to kind of look back sometimes in order to move forward, right? So we won't spend a lot of time on 2022 because that's over, under the bridge, is gone, but some things really worked. So we want to get what worked. We want to see what we need to tweak, and let's be about it. And then some of you may be new. If you have questions on how to get started or something, just let us know wherever you are in your journey, because everybody's at a little bit different levels, and that's fine. You know, we're all different, doing different things in our businesses, Alexis, Angela, and myself. So I'll talk about some of my goals, and they can share some of theirs if you didn't see us recently on the live we did about 3 weeks ago. We kind of talked about what happened, what went well, what did not. So we want to welcome everybody again to the 2023 Notary Kickoff here with Notary Educators. So let's get right into it, Angela.
So you guys, the first thing, and we're going to use the raise hand feature tonight. And so many, if you're on your computer, laptop, it'll be under reactions. And so as Kim mentioned, you opening up, please don't be shy, you know, just jump in, raise your hand, because the first thing we want you guys to share with us is, and especially during the end of the year, even if it's not, what are some of the challenges you faced in your business? So we're going to talk about some challenges because we don't want to go through 2023 with the same challenges and not being able to overcome those hurdles. So who wants to tell us what are some of the challenges that you faced in your business in 2022 while you were trying to get your business started, or if your business was started and you jumped into a hurdle and you didn't know what to do? So if you'll raise your hand, we can talk about your business and what are some challenges you face. Okay, Rosalind, what are some challenges that you faced last year in your business?
Yeah, I can't. So I got my commission in March, and then I got my Ron approved finally in November. And I did the NNA loan signing, and I completed that September. So I haven't used my stamp at all. So I've been looking at different websites, different videos, coming across different people saying, I do this, I do that. So trying to do loan signings here seems to be saturated, at least in the Tampa area. I don't know if anybody else is in the Tampa area. Mm-hmm. And so trying to get on with a company to do loan signing seems to be a challenge, but I want to focus on apostilles because here in Florida, that is a bigger opportunity. And fingerprinting, I know you mentioned the other day, Kimmi, on one of your live sessions about fingerprinting, and of course you have. So I'll be looking into that for 2023. And my main thing is just using my stamp and getting paid.
Mm-hmm. And so one thing that I appreciate that you said is that, you know, you talked about some of your challenges, but you talked about some things that you wanted to get into, fingerprinting, apostilles. And so when you are doing this business, if something becomes a challenge or something is not working, in loan signing for everyone, you guys have slowed down tremendously during the last quarter. So if you were thinking about apostilles and fingerprinting, my next question is, have you decided or do you know what you need to do in order to take advantage of that service in your area, because I live in Florida. I haven't lived everywhere, you guys, but I've lived in Florida, and there are a lot, you know, of people from other countries in Florida. So have you decided or thought about what you need to do in order to capitalize on those two service areas?
So that would be a no and a no. I did take a brief overview on apostilles and not an in-depth. And knowing that we have not a lot of international people here that have a need for it, not just students, but people who travel and work here. I know there's a need for it, but how and where to get started, I'm not sure.
And so the one thing that you want to do, Rosalind, in your business is to first fingerprinting. Kim has an online fingerprinting class that you can take, and as soon as you finish that course, you'll be able to go out and do fingerprinting. The supplies are very minimum. You can get them from Amazon. And also we do train for our apostilles. And if you live in a state, and a lot of states do, but if you live in a state like Georgia, Atlanta, mainly, most parts of Florida, and, you know, Texas, any state where there are a lot of immigrants or foreigners, you know, take advantage of the apostille services that you can provide, because just this week and last week, Virginia and Alabama, I have people calling me from those states to do apostilles. And if you live in those states, my question is, why aren't they calling you to do those apostilles? And so when you run across your challenge, Rosalind, and you see, oh, this is not working, take advantage of those other areas, those niches that you know will work. In Florida, where you are, there are like you said, a lot of immigrants. You can do fingerprinting. So since you know you can do that, have you written that down and said, this is what I need to do to affect this?
Yeah, actually I watched Kimmi live yesterday, and I had written down fingerprinting, and then either you or Alexis spoke about apostilles, and I had already stated that because of where I am. But when Kimmi said it yesterday on the live, I had written it down to take her class.
I'm gonna give you one more too, Rosalind, is translation services, because you're in Florida. I actually just added this to my business because of Alexis and Angela. That's why I always say we all at different levels in our own businesses. So I just added it. I actually got a phone call. Doesn't ring all day about it, but I know how to do it when someone calls, especially by you being in a state with so many people that speak a different language. So watch my free video on translation services. And then I do have a course on that also, so you can do it like a pro. So basically, short version for those who are not familiar with translation services is you don't have to speak another language. You just get the document, you act like the middle guy, and you get the document translated and bring it back to your client, and you get paid for that. So believe me when I tell you, it's so many different things out there that we don't, that we're not aware of. So now you know about translation services, apostille services, as well as the ink fingerprinting. And I did have one more question for you, Ms. Rosalind. How comfortable are you with your notarial duties as far as loan signing is concerned? How comfortable are you?
So I haven't done any. I just did the training, and I watched the video, and I did it through NNA. I look at the book and all of the samples, and then I look at my own from the closing document from my own house. So I haven't physically done any or shadow anybody, so I'm not.
Do you feel comfortable to go out and do one though, even if they called you today?
I probably would have questions, so I would definitely have to have somebody's number in case I had a question. So yes, but I know you get the documents ahead of time, so as long as I had time to review them and ask questions before I got to the client, I think I could do it. Okay,
so once you get a package, if you do not feel comfortable, I really don't even recommend that, because you only get one time to kind of mess up with the signing companies, right?
Right.
If you are not 100% sure on what to do after you've taken the NNA training, we do have a training, and most people end up taking ours also. Why? Because ours is real life. It's like you and Alexis, because she's our loan signing training. It's like you and her at a signing from beginning to end, from the time you accept it. So I love the NNA training. I took it myself.
Yeah.
But I often find people say I'm ready for a signing, but they really aren't. So you don't want to fake it till you make it. You know, you only get one or two chances. So if you're not 100%, let's look into taking that loan signing, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, sounds like you got a few plans, and continue to write it out. And we're gonna be doing this again, so we're gonna follow up with you to see where you are, okay? Next time
All
we
right.
talk.
Good.
So you got a whole month from now. We'll do another meeting in February. We'll talk about our plans later. But let's get together and let's see where you are in February, okay?
Hey, will do.
All right, and
And
I
let
do
me-
have free videos on, I'm gonna let you get Alexis. I do have free videos on apostille. I have about 6 of them. So
Okay.
watch all of those. You're still gonna need Angela, because I recorded videos and I still need her, okay? So you still gonna have to come back to Angela, real talk. But watch those 6 so you can get a feel for what we do. Watch
Okay.
the fingerprinting so you can get a feel for what that looks like. Okay, I have a video on everything. Translation services, watch that so you can see what it is and if you really want to get involved in that, okay?
Okay, I have one quick question on fingerprinting, since that's
Okay.
something that you only get one chance to mess that up. How do you do the actual showing somebody how to do? Is there a face-to-face with that part? Were you actually doing the fingerprint on the card?
Kim, we can't hear you.
No. You can't?
Now we can.
Oh yeah, no. I teach you how to roll and everything in the course online. It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Alexis has something she wanted to say, and then we'll get Miss Yashika.
I just wanted to comment on the first part of what you said when you said it's a little slow in your area. I just want to remind everybody, because I know it's going to come up eventually again, but remember it's a little slower time. I call it the fourth quarter blues. Some aspects of the business might be a little slower. It's not a lot happening, shaking. You know, the summertime, a lot of people buying homes, doing this, doing that. So just because it is slower, this is the time for maybe you to go ahead and implement that loan signing training. So that way when the year's here, I was gonna say next year. So now that the year is here, the beginning of the year, you'll be ready for the rest of the year and what's to come, because things will pick up again and we do want to be ready. And that's for any aspect of the business, apostille, your loan signing, fingerprint, whatever the case may be. We always want to be ready for what's to come. And just because, like I said, just because it's slow right now, it will pick up. So yeah, you got the right plan though. Get you some training and you'll be ready for when we jump out there for the loan signing.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this shout out right quick because Miss DJS says she took the ink fingerprinting class with me and she did 4 last month. So
okay,
I'm just saying,
Hey, DJS.
I'm just saying, thank you, Miss DJS. I appreciate it. Let's get Miss Yashika and Miss Rosalind. Thank you for sharing and being open.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We
You're welcome.
appreciate it. It's gonna help
Yes,
so
you
many
do.
people here today. All right, Miss Yashika, what's going on? Where you at? Tell us what state.
I'm in Texas.
You're on me. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, my mic was turned around. So yes, I'm here. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and I've been doing some research, and I came across on the Texas Commission Notary site that we're not allowed to do, or we don't do I-9s. I was a little shocked and surprised about that. I was like, wow, something I didn't know.
But it's not true. It's not true, Mr.
Not
Yashika.
true.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was getting a little discouraged and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh.
So let's talk about that right quick and then we'll let you finish. So the
Okay.
I-9, for those who do not know, is a form that is completed normally by notaries.
Mhm.
They trust us to do it because we're a notary, because you have people's sensitive information, normally a driver's license, a social, or whatever, right?
Right.
I do have a free video on how to complete that, but I actually have a course that goes into full detail how to complete it, because there's more than one way to complete it. And when your phone rings, you don't want to say, I just know the one I saw on YouTube, right?
Right.
Just saying. So the I-9 though, because it's the immigration form, the only state that cannot complete it officially is California. They have to be what's called an immigration specialist. But everybody else, you can complete it, Ms. Yashika, but you would never stamp it with your notary stamp.
Gotcha.
And when the company asks you to complete it, they normally will give you a form and you're going to be acting in the role of what's called an authorized representative.
Okay.
So they're giving you permission to see that person's ID. So the
Okay.
thing about the I-9 is you never stamp it with your notary stamp, okay?
Gotcha.
But I recommend the training so you can do it like a pro. But
Right.
you can't
Right.
complete that in your state, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So-
And wait, before I go any further too, I want to make sure all the courses, guys, are 50% off. So don't just buy it as we're talking. Coupon code is notary, okay? 50% off. So don't just start buying them. I want you to use the coupon code. Yes,
Okay.
Ms. Rashika, what's next?
So, well, now you got, since we was talking about the loan signings, I kind of put that one down to the bucket list because I'm not ready for that yet, but I am gonna go ahead and sign up for the I-9 and the finger printing. And I was also gonna add on my bucket list for this year is the apostilles too. Last year, I got off to a slow start. Then we had some family issues, so I had to put everything on a back burner. But this year, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. I'm gonna take, I saw that you guys had a course out there on how to market and set up the Google business page. So I'm gonna be looking for me to join those classes as well too. This is, I think, I know for a fact that 2023 is gonna be my year, because this is actually
Yes.
my last year of school. So it'll give me a little bit more time to focus on my notary duties as well.
Yeah, and then don't push yourself too much. And I say that like this. Take time to learn the I-9. The videos are very short. There's no testing, no modules and all that, but take your time. So this week, I'm going to focus on learning the I-9. So I can
Yes.
add it to my Google page. Next week, I'm going to focus on ink fingerprinting. So I can add that to my Google page. Make sure I have my supplies. Make sure, even for your I-9, you need certain supplies. I go over all of that in the courses and stuff and everything with you, okay? So you will be a pro, anything we teach you to do over here at Notary Educators, and we keep it simple. And ain't no reason for you to tell me next month
I haven't done it yet.
that you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I said I was
Okay.
going to break myself down and give myself at least 6 to 3 months for doing everything that I want to get accomplished before 2023 ends.
Very good. And that still sounds like a long time. So what we gonna do, Mr. She?
But see, I go to school full time.
Okay.
I work
Okay.
full time. Yeah, I work full time and I go to school full time. So I have to balance things out accordingly. And I think that's going to work best for me.
Okay,
Right.
very good. Just don't take too long now.
No, I'm not.
Okay, a little bit at a time, but that
Yes.
sounds like a very good plan though.
Mhm.
All right, well, keep us posted on your progress, okay?
I will.
And
All
that's,
right.
and that's the
Thank
other
you.
thing, you guys, write your plan, write down your plan. Just don't just hold it in the air or think it in your mind. And so that goes back to the 2023 Notary Educators Goal Sheet. Write it down. It's just a thought if you don't write it down. When you write it down and you think about how you're going to affect it and you put the steps to affect it, then it becomes a reality. It's just a thought if you're not writing it down and working toward making a reality. So that's just the way it is.
Okay, very good. We're gonna have a little tough love tonight too. Miss Tisha, what's going on over there?
Hello, hello.
Hi,
I'm ready to get
welcome. Thank you,
started.
Miss Yashika. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'm in from Arizona, a special
Arizona.
state. I signed up, I got my commission August of 2021, signed up during challenging times, you know, in terms of family stuff, because my dad had died, but I was like, I'm gonna do this. And so I've sat on it, getting ready, taking your courses, got the bundle and everything. Just got my embossing in the mail today when I got home. So I'm ready.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited because of
And
Arizona.
I'm sorry about your dad too. You know, I had
Yeah,
a
sorry
similar
about
loss
that.
in 2020, girl.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
my
you know,
father.
coming out of it. So never out, but you know, I'm in a better place. Arizona clearly states on their website, notaries can perform only acknowledgments, jurats, copy certifications, oaths, and affirmations. And I had all these things to go on my website, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I called twice. And in essence, they're saying you can perform anything that's not recorded. So I kind of asked them and added to my website, medical directives, power of attorney, trusts, wills.
So let me ask you, what are you trying to notarize that you are narrowing it down so specific? What is your question? What document are you referring to?
Well,
Or
I guess,
what are you referring to?
well, with limited, I guess I need an understanding, you know, better understanding of those documents because it seems so restrictive and limited from what I see. I'm not a loan signing agent. I did go through the sign up. The background was like, no, you can't do this, even though the driving record came back clear, went to MVD, got the copies. I was like, okay, fine. I'll just do general notary work. So
Wait a minute. Let's start. Hold on one second. I hate to cut you off.
No.
So, when it talks about those different things that you said, it says you can only do every document you have, any piece of paper. It could be a piece of toilet paper. will eventually either have one of those duties that it mentioned for you. It will have either an acknowledgement or a jurat on it. That's why I'm saying that that's all you can do. So it's like you can't act as a lawyer, you can't act as an immigration specialist, you can only notarize is what that means. So in order to be a loan signing agent, to be recognized in the industry, this is for all states, you have to go through the NNA. It's non-negotiable. Did you go through the NNA to get your certification?
Yes.
Okay,
And
so who's telling you you can't be a notary signing agent?
whoever the background company is in Sacramento, and I'll deal with them in 2023. I'll pursue it. But I was like, you know what?
No. Hold on. Come back, Ms. Tisha. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Come back. You did not perform your background check through the NNA?
Yeah, I went through the NNA.
And the NNA told you didn't qualify?
Well, it's their agency. They get somebody to do it.
So you need to find out why they're saying you don't qualify. What is it that they have on your record? Because the background check through them usually happens like in 2 days, 3 days.
Right.
So you do need to find out what is it that they're showing. And then all the additional services that we mentioned today, you don't even have to be a notary to do apostilles. You don't have to be a notary to complete the I-9. They normally ask us to, and you don't have to be a notary to do ink fingerprinting, just FYI.
And I have a question for you, Ms. Tisha. When you got your background check back, did you actually look over it and review it to see what was on it? Even though mine was approved, did you look over your background check, or did you just get it and say, oh, I got my background check back?
It made a reference to driving. It wasn't clear. So I went and got the record, and it was like, everything's clear. So I actually spoke to someone in Sacramento where it is, and, sent an email to them. It was just a challenging year still in 2022. So I'm like, you know what, fine. But based on y'all and getting your training and stuff, I'm gonna pursue it. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, don't just take that for answer.
I was about to say that because I got my background check back and it was fine, but it had other people's information on it. I never lived in Florida. There's so many Angela Johnson in the world, it's crazy. But I'm saying that also to say, if you don't understand why they're saying that, you need to get answers. So you need to call till you get the right answer that you want as to why you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So just to kind of wrap everything up for you, Ms. Tisha, you want to go ahead and for your list on your 2023 goal sheet that you have, maybe on their right, you want to check on your record to find out what the problem is. You want to find out what additional services, as we talked about tonight. You said you have the bundle, so you already know what you can do. But just read your handbook again for clarification, because all it's telling you is that you can only be a notary. That's all that jargon is just saying you can only do acknowledgments, you can only do this. Like it might be referring to you may not be able to do weddings in your state. You have to find out what all you can do. But most states you can do everything just about, except California and the I-9. I know for sure they cannot.
And have you taken any notary training, Ms. Tisha? I know you said you did the loan signing for the NNA.
Right. Well, I did the bundle training through Notary Educators LLC.
Okay, so go look at it again, because with the things you said, and Kim, told you all of that, all that means is that you can notarize documents, but look through that training again.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, you're not limited. I feel like what I'm getting from you is that you feel limited based off what they're saying. Don't do this, don't do that. Don't feel like that. Just remember, just like Kimmi said, it's just stating that you're a notary. You can do what a notary does. So you're still good to go. That's what it sounds like. And if you have to, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna keep calling until I get clarification. I don't care how many times I gotta call. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're good though.
Thank you.
They're gonna be sick of you, Ms. Tisha. So you got this, okay? So maybe by the time we meet again next month, you can let us know, what's going on, okay?
Will do.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. We really appreciate it, okay?
Thanks.
All right. Miss Sharaya, what's going on? Long time no see. Did Sharaya step away?
She's muted.
You muted.
Sharaya, you're muted, and we'll go to Miss Kim and come back to you, okay? Miss Kim, welcome. How are you? To those who are just joining us too, this is the Notary Kickoff 2023 with Notary Educators, just chatting it up, trying to see how we can help you to grow your business, what questions you may have if you're new, what services you would like to add in the future, what went well, what did not. Miss Kim, what's going on with you? Where are you located?
I am in New Jersey. How are you ladies
Welcome.
doing tonight?
Welcome.
I actually did the apostille class with Miss Angela a little while ago, which was very informative. It was very good. I went and got my Ron certificate. I don't have the training on it, so I'm a little bit nervous about actually performing a Ron.
Mhm.
So do you guys offer that training, Ron training?
So we are actually in a non-Ron state.
Okay,
Georgia cannot complete Ron, so I don't teach things that I don't do.
okay,
Who would I recommend you work? I would recommend you look at Side Hustle Seattle. She
Okay.
has a YouTube channel. She breaks down every single platform that's out there.
Mhm.
Before I do have about 6 videos on Ron though, because I'm very familiar with it. So I would watch those first, Ms. Kim, before you start investing a lot of money. And then after you watch those, if you're still interested, check out Side Hustle Seattle for more information on all the platforms, okay?
all righty.
And to
Yeah.
add to what Kim is saying, it's also very important with Ron that whatever platform you choose, you make sure that it's approved by your state. Because
Okay.
there's so many platforms out there, and think about the costs, for those different platforms, because there are different costs. There's so much involved. So just make sure you thoroughly do your research so you won't get something that you can't use.
Okay.
Yes. And are you doing other services too, Ms. Kim?
Well, I went through the NNA. I do have my loan signing. I have not really done anything yet pertaining to notary, which I was getting a little bit discouraged with that because, like I said, I got my loan signing and I went and got the apostille. I'm like, I have these things, but have yet to date not have done any kind of notary yet.
So let's hold on a little bit before we buy anything else, okay?
All righty.
How comfortable are you with doing your basic notarial duties? Do you know what a jurat is, an acknowledgement? Are you familiar with your duties?
I'm familiar with it. I just, like I said, have not been able to do anything yet. I would love to go out there and do something with it because I don't want to get discouraged. Like I said, not being able to do anything yet. It'll be a year come April 30th that I've got my commission.
What kind of marketing are you doing?
But hold on one second. Just because you want to go do it, and you said, do you know how to stamp a paper though? I want to make sure we're clear.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now we're going to go to Angela's question. If you're very comfortable in your duties, now we want to find out, how are you marketing? Okay, Angela.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was looking at it when when Kimmi was talking about Google My Business. I believe I have that set up. I'm not quite sure. I tried to set it up. I'm not quite, like I said, I haven't seen anything from it. No response back from that. I do have my business cards, but as far as any other marketing, I haven't done.
We'll let Alexis talk about Google My Business and how important that is.
I mean, okay, so let me jump back a little bit. So one, let's make sure you have it set up. So you say you don't know if you have it set up. Let's make sure you have it set up. And then from there, we can get into Google My Business is extremely important for what we do because that's pretty much the only way you're gonna get recognized unless you're going door to door.
Okay.
Not like just because this is not to you, this is just in general. But it's not like once you got your notary certificate, you're not on like a roster and people are going to this roster to look for a notary. No, we have to really market ourselves and get out there. So I don't know. I know anytime I'm looking up anything, literally anything, the first thing I use is Google. Some people might use Bing, but for me, it's Google, 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 Google. You ask me a question, I'm like, I don't know, I'll Google it though.
Right.
So it's extremely, extremely important for us to get out there on Google and register our business on a Google business profile.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. You have no business if you have no Google page, okay?
All right.
Let's just be clear. It's not, I think I have one, either you do or you don't.
Yeah,
Either it's active, like you're pregnant or you're not. Either you have it, you know what I'm saying? With Google My Business, if it's not straight, it's like it might as well not even exist.
Yeah.
So I have about maybe 4 to 5 videos on how to maximize your page. One of them, I take you step by step. It's about 20 minutes long into my personal Google My Business for my business. So check it out. Feel free to copy because we're all in different states, right? But if after you do all that, Ms. Kim, you still need some help, you might have to have a session with Alexis, and she's going to maximize that page. Where if you are a member of our Facebook group, if you're not, I highly recommend it. They talk about all the time how those that have had sessions with Alexis, they get business because she know how to
Okay.
maximize it. Okay.
Okay. All righty. All
And
righty.
just remember,
Anything else we can help you with, Ms. Kim? Oh, go ahead, Alexis.
I was gonna say one more thing about Google. Just because you put up your page and you put some pictures up and you walk away, that's not gonna do anything either. So I get a lot of people who they're like, oh, I have my Google page, put it up, add a few pictures, and that's it. No.
Now, that's the thing. I don't have any like notarial acts of that, so I can put pictures on that. So I don't have that. I have my business professional picture on there, but no actually notarial acts.
Yeah, when you say,
So I know what she's talking about. So all you're gonna do, Ms. Kim, is you can use a selfie. If you don't have
Okay.
anybody to do it for you, you're gonna put your notary stamp. I just put my bag up. You're gonna have your notary stamp in your hand and you're gonna take a picture looking at it. Okay? Have
All
somebody
right.
take a picture with you in your bag by the car. Somebody with a picture of you in front of FedEx. Just the little things that
Mhm.
let people know that you're a working active notary, that you want
Oh.
their business. Okay?
All
And-
righty.
And not setting up your Google page is like starting a business, renting an office, and going to your office and sitting there waiting for people to come and, do business with you.
All righty.
And get those business cards and get those little feet moving and get out in the neighborhood.
All
Hey,
right.
I'm Kim. I'd love to be your notary. I'm mobile. Oh, what's a mobile notary?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll be getting back in contact with Miss Alexis to maximize my Google My Business page.
Yeah, watch my free videos first. If that doesn't
Okay.
work again, come back to Alexis and she'll be more than happy. So for those of you who do not know, we also have what's called the coaching corner. If you have everything set up and your business is still not flying the way you want it to, we'll do a deep dive into your business for you. You can schedule a 30-minute session or an hour session. We'll go
Okay.
over 3 to 5 things that are most important to you in your business, what you think you need help with. And that's at your convenience. We do work Saturdays and Sundays. We're very, very flexible around here. So check out the coaching corner also. If you got everything else, you feel like, you know what, what am I missing? It could be looking at your signing agent profile. How's it worded? What does it look like? If I look at it and I'm like, then what do you think the actual signing company is going to say, right?
Exactly.
Or one time I had somebody, and you guys might have saw this with Bryce. He had a name, and somebody else had his name in a whole nother state. So every time they put in that name, they populated. So he had to change his name. Yeah.
Remember, I had the same problem. And when I first started, and I had paid for an ad, and I went there, and every time I would type my name up, somebody else's name would type above mine. And I'm like, this is not happening. I just changed my name.
And Bryce had to change his also. During our coaching corner, he and I went back a couple of times. And I was like, you want your name or your business? Because see, when we have our private lessons, I'm not so sweet.
let me
kidding, y'all. I'm
go
just
back to
kidding.
Google really quickly. What I was going to say too is remember that when you put your Google page up, the number one thing is reviews. So just because you got your Google page up, you got pictures up, you got everything filled out, you're still not getting phone calls. I wonder why. 9 times out of 10, you don't have any reviews. So
Okay.
you got to get some reviews too. That's what's going to put you up in the rank and get other people around you. When they search for a notary near me, that's what's going to drive people to see you first, is those reviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you get some 5-star reviews as well.
Very good. Well,
All
Ms.
righty.
Kim, thank you so much for sharing, and we hope to hear
Yeah.
something good from you next month, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Y'all have a
All
good one.
right. Our
Thank you.
pleasure. And just for those who are just joining us, we kept it really casual tonight. That's why y'all see me with my little popcorn and my little drink. This is not official. We just chilling out, okay? Because some people, they'll be like, Kim, what you eating for? This was like a little social thing. Let's come back to Miss Sharia.
I'm here.
Hey, what's going on with you, lady?
Hey, ladies, how are you guys doing?
Welcome. Long time no
Good,
hear
how
from.
are you?
I know. I had to take a break for a minute and go back to my 9 to 5.
Okay.
Readjust it back with that one for a minute.
Okay.
With training and everything. So now I'm trying to step back out and I'm trying to work both of them at the same time.
Okay.
I can like do my 9 to 5 in the morning time and, pick up my notary during the, afternoon time. Just learning to adjust in between. But I do have one question.
Mhm.
Like with the NNA, we recertify for that every year.
Yes, that is correct. Every year. You have to take that 45 question test.
And also just to get the background as well too.
Correct. And to get the background check every year. Mhm. And redo your notary in Arizona mission insurance. Correct.
Okay, so I did that. And then we have to go through all the listing companies that we did and give them our insurance information again.
Every year you have to upload it to each signing company that you signed up with. So I do have a video, Sharia, and I think I don't know if we did loan signing together or not, but
We did.
Yeah, so in that loan signing class, we gave you a little tip sheet and told you to create a little folder. And within that folder, you use the same things that you'll need every year to upload, to your signing companies. That'll make it a little bit easier. So yeah, you'll have to upload the background check and upload your Arizona mission insurance to each one that you signed up with.
Oh, Jesus.
They'll usually give you a reminder. So what I did too, because I'm signed up with so many companies, I actually wrote out a list too. That way I don't forget. So if you're not organized yet, because it takes a lot to organize your business, guys. When we talk about business, it's a lot, So that's something else you want to, this is another little tip takeaway. When you sign up with 5, 10, 15, 100 signing companies, make you an Excel spreadsheet or something where you could write down which ones you signed up with, because every year you'll have to go back to those and upload your most recent credentials. And that's another reason why I say you normally end up working with 10. So once you, Sharia, pick out like your top 10 that you really enjoy working with, I'll start with them. And then the rest of them, I may or may not upload depending on if I, want to work with them or not.
Right. Yeah, I think like SnapDocs was the only one that like really give me a reminder, hey, we need your information, uploaded again.
Yeah, and most of the times, if you work with them a few times, they will send you out a reminder. If you've only did maybe one with them or it's a smaller signing company, they don't have time really to follow with all signing agents. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's just, like I said, another business thing that we have to do as business owners and stuff. But that's good though. So I think, you're on the right path, and just do what you can on the weekends. Continue to do, I know you do evenings too. So just kind of continue, that way, so your business just doesn't die. Do what you can without killing yourself.
I know, and I took my listing down because I was doing an ad too that, was helping out a lot. But I took that down for a minute, and I was still getting calls, even though I had took the ad down. I was like, ooh.
Well, you know why though, right? Because your Google page had become maximized. And once it does, once you're in that sweet spot, you don't have to pay for ads anymore. They're going to call you even if you don't want them to.
I know. I was like, gosh. So I was still happy because, I was still picking up, even though I didn't have to add up. I was still doing, jobs or whatever. But I was like, ooh, I was getting calls and I didn't even have to do the ad no more. So
can I put you on the spot for a moment, if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
One day I was sitting on my porch and Sharia called me and she was like, yeah, I ain't getting no calls. And she just went on and on and on. Would you like to share what happened shortly after our phone call?
What happened? I think I went through Alexis and she helped me do my my Google page. We set that up. I think I did an hour session with her. We set that up. We got that all screened out. And I started getting calls thereafter.
I know, because you was working like crazy and you had a couple of things you didn't understand. And you were like, what is this? And we had your back.
Yes. I was calling like, what is this, Kim? What is this? But I made it. Yeah.
But you made it and you were doing amazing. That's why when I saw you today in the group, I said, where's Sharia been at? But my point, guys, is that everybody goes through a little time where you just need a little extra. So again, that might be the coaching corner. It might be a session with Alexis. But we got you if we can help you. Okay, that's what Notary Educators will do. Well, Ms. Sharia, we thank you so much.
Thank you, lady.
So we put up with a lot with Sharia, y'all. I'm just gonna bust her out some more.
Yeah, they did.
I wasn't gonna tell that part.
We did, but we hung in there with her. She hung in there. She finally.
I was a crybaby. I wasn't
gonna tell that part. She was the worst person in class. Boy.
Once you started listening, what happened to your business?
It started booming and it started taking off and everything. but I had to listen and do what they say, and everything worked. It works its way out.
It sure did. Well, we are so pleased to have
Thank
you
you,
on our
ladies.
team.
You're
All
welcome.
right, Miss Sharia, thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's come to Miss, I think iPhone 7 is next, and then we'll get Miss Teresa. And then Miss DJS. And
Sorry, I didn't say your name.
hey, hi, iPhone 7. Are you with us?
It's the person who said Google gives free website, phone number in the chat.
And we'll hit that chat in a second, guys. We will hit the chat because I saw some questions and stuff there. Let's go to Miss Teresa and we'll come back to iPhone 7. Miss Teresa, how are you? Where are you coming from today?
I'm calling from Alabama.
Alabama's in the house. What's up, Miss Teresa?
I'm doing fine. I just recently got commissioned. And so I was needing to know where did I need to go to get my stamp? And after I get my stamp, what steps I need to go next to get this business up and running?
So Miss Teresa, to make it really easy for you, I'm gonna recommend you get your book for your state that I wrote.
Okay.
Start your notary business in Alabama for real. And it takes you step by step. As far as your supplies, just a quick answer, you can use Amazon. I do have a link over at Notary Educators and an actual supply list. And your book is over there too. Actually, you can put the book in your cart.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I recommend. Read that book. It's a very quick read, but I'll take you step by step how to build that business out, okay?
Okay.
And then once you read the book, get your state handbook, and by next month, kind of come back with us and let us know what progress you've made.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, was there any other quick question we can help you with?
No, ma'am, I'm gonna go ahead and put that book in my cart and purchase it tonight and go ahead and purchase my stamp.
Yeah, and you know what? Wait on buying the stamp, Miss Teresa, until after you read the book, because I really want you to have a full like good meaning, a good meat of what you're getting into, okay?
Okay.
So get the book, kind of read it over, and then we can start doing those supplies and stuff, okay?
All right.
And we do have a couple of classes coming up for the month of January, the notarizing, marketing, and pricing course. And that's going to take you step by step how to notarize and how to actually build that business with us helping you. So you might be able to get it from reading the book because I'm very clear. I don't mince words. Even in the book, I give you everything you need. But if you want that live training on how to notarize, either check out the Notarize Like a Pro course, because you got to know how to notarize in order to have a good business, or the live training, okay?
Okay.
Or we not buying nothing else but the book.
Okay.
All right, Ms.
Thank
Teresa.
you.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight, and we wish you the best in that business, and we'll see you next month for follow-up, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you. Let's
DJS.
get DJS.
Go back to iPhone, Kim, to see if they
Oh, iPhone, are you available?
I messaged them, direct message them.
Okay, let's go to DJS and we'll come back.
Hi, y'all. How y'all doing?
How you acting
Happy
in New
New
York
Year.
over there? How you acting in New York?
I'm good, getting all the paper up here. I'm
Yeah.
number one out here in
No,
Nassau
that
County.
is so good.
Okay,
That's
DJ,
right.
that's what we like to hear.
Yes.
Yes. Happy New Year, guys. I missed
Thank
y'all. I've
you.
been listening.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have a question for Rosalind. Rosalind, right?
Rosalind,
Are you doing general notary work also?
Oh, you must have
Rosalind was
missed
in
it.
Arizona. Uh-huh.
Wait, the Roslyn, Arizona, or Roslyn, Florida?
You.
Oh, me? No,
Yeah.
my stamp has not been used at all.
You sound real scared. You got to get out there. Get out there with the general notary work. It's going to change your life. You're going to see. You're going to see. Okay? You sound like you scared, but if you got training from Kimmi, you're going to be good. Okay? Don't be scared. Do it, Kimmi. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. It's not that complicated.
Right? So my question is this: I've been a notary for over 20 years, right? So, but last year was my first year, like actually doing business-wise. What are we writing off?
On your taxes?
Yes.
So I'm going to put a disclaimer out there that I'm not a tax accountant.
Received it.
Okay, but all you got to, for real though, just about everything you can write off. So you have to get your, for real, get you an accountant, because I had to also.
Yeah.
But that notary gadget is what's going to really help you. So you got your supplies, your toner, your paper. As far as the car part is concerned, you can either do mileage or expenses. So in our case, I think all of us do the mileage. So you got to see what
Yeah.
works best for you because it's just
Mhm.
easier. If you do the
Mhm.
other way, you got to keep every gas receipt, every this
Every
receipt.
receipt for
You
everything.
can write off some of your food expenses. So like when I go out and I do a signing, if I bought myself breakfast, I keep
Mhm.
that receipt or I have my bank statement so I could, show my tax person. I don't think you can write off all of it, but you can write off half of it. If I'm out for lunch, like during lunchtime, I did a signing, or even if I went to FedEx delivering a package, I didn't even have a signing that day. I did something related to my business. I will write that lunch expense off.
Okay.
So it's a lot
Okay.
of things. So do you use Notary Gadget?
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Yeah.
do. It's life changing. I saw.
Yes.
I started. I even expensed. I had to pay somebody to be a witness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I edited that. I put in
Yeah.
all my FedEx stuff that I sent out as postage.
Yep.
Those things, but it's just a few other things. Like for instance, somebody said you could write off your tires on your car.
Yeah, that's when it comes to either you have to pick, you're gonna do every single little thing you did with your car, or you're gonna do
The mileage.
Yeah.
Got
yeah.
it. Got
And
it.
it's very important that you consult a tax accountant or a tax preparer.
Yeah,
I have one. I have
My
one.
tax guy, every year he sends me a list of everything I can write off.
Yep.
Get out.
And if you have a home, you can even write off certain things.
And
that
yeah,
repairs for your home, certain repairs. So definitely ask your tax guy, because I even didn't know I replaced the windows in my house. And he's like, okay, how much was that? This is how much we write now. Lawn service, whatever. So
Yep.
check with your tax guy, because there are a lot of things that if you own a home, you can still write off the tax office in your home.
Right.
last year, my accountant, she said, well, are you using office space? And I said no, but then she said, well, do you have a desk downstairs? I said, yes. She said, well, you're using office space. And I said, oh, okay, because I don't bring clients to my home, but I'm down there receiving their paperwork.
Yes.
Because I'm mobile.
Yeah.
Mobile. That's it. You can't
Your
come
internet, but your internet service, you have to print stuff. I mean, everything has something to do with your business.
Training classes, anything you buy, paper, whatever.
Yeah.
Any of the self-paced courses, the live training you take with us, you
Yes.
keep your receipt.
I
All of
put
that
that
goes
in there
on your
too.
taxes. Yeah.
Yes.
All
Thanks,
of that
lady.
goes on your taxes. You are so welcome. And for those of you who do not have Notary Gadget, visit notaryeducatorsllc.com and use my link, please. And Notary Gadget is where you can put your general notary work, long signing work. You can put everything there. And at the end of the year, you just run a report, boom, and take it to your tax person. Miss DJ, yes, I didn't get to say bye. Thank you for sharing, though.
Yes, thank you for
And
sharing.
we are and just a shout out to Miss DJS, because we are so proud of you. She has come a long way, you guys, from being scared to being, I don't have any business to, and again, she took the training and she listened, and look at that smile on her face today.
I'm telling you, those fingerprints, guys, people are really getting fingerprints. They're not ringing every day, but I'm telling you, I did 4 last month, and that's not including, I'm just talking about last month. I did about maybe over 15 since I've taken the training, but I got 4 in December, and you can't beat that. I ended my December like really exceeding my goal.
And
So
I'm
it
sure
was
you
great.
made 15 times what the course costs. So it is on sale.
Absolutely.
It is on sale, guys. 50% off
Yep.
at Notary Educators, the ink fingerprinting course. Coupon code is Notary. Well, DJS, we are so proud of you, as Angela already said. And I remember when you was on some of the first Monday Night Mentors. I ain't get no business.
Hi, little DJS.
Hey, how's your baby? What's her name?
Rain.
Hey,
Rain.
Rain, you're a notary and trainer?
Yeah.
All right,
Girl, it's that family business, that generational wealth going.
I'm trying to get my son into it because he's been my witness, and my witnesses get $60 a pop.
60?
So, yeah, I'm in New York, girl.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. These people they don't play. They be like, I don't got nobody. You got somebody? Absolutely.
Go ahead, girl. Get it. I'm so proud of you, for real.
Yeah.
Well, have a good night. Thank you for sharing. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, honey. Zane, we'll see you soon. iPhone 7, are you ready, or what's going on with you? If not,
they said they're ready.
They are? Okay.
Yeah, we're ready.
Then we'll get you Mr. Tyre. Is it iPhone 7? You ready?
We can unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
There we go.
Yes, yes, welcome, welcome. What state are you calling from?
Hi, Georgia,
Georgia. Yes, ma'am. How can we help you? What's your name?
Andriana.
Hey, Andrea.
Hi. I wanted to ask, I have all my things ready. I'm just worried about how to get customers and gaining the confidence to do so. Like I tried to go to UPS and ask if they had like notary, but they already had a notary. I was just seeing what's some good ways to promote my business and give my business cards. Do I like go up to nursing homes and talk to them, or hospitals?
So let's go back just a little bit. I always have to ask because I get people that's ready to go out there, but they really don't know their notarial duties. Are you comfortable with doing your notarial duties?
Yes, I believe I'm comfortable. I've been doing a lot of research, and I also printed out a lot of the Jurats and acknowledgments. And there's a website I found, like eForm, that has all the good forms and things like that explain the documents and what they look like.
Very good. So what are you doing for marketing?
Well, I created a Google business page and a website, and I just got my business cards.
Have you taken the business cards to anyone?
No, I just got them this morning. So I was just trying to see where to take them, because now this is the hard part, me getting out there.
Yeah, this is the hard part, and that's
Yeah,
true.
Google.
So with the Google My Business page, is it fully maximized?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Your Google My Business page fully maximized? Like, is it ready to go? Like, if we look at it, people know that you're ready for business?
Yes, it's up and live and verified.
Okay, so not just verified. I want you to take take about 30 minutes tomorrow, put this on your list, and watch my video about Google My Business. I have about 4 to 6 of them. Watch those videos and then look at your page and see if it looks like that. If it doesn't, that may be why you're not receiving any business. And we'll go back to like we were talking about earlier. Once you do all of that, if you still need some assistance, you might want to talk to Alexis, reach out to her. But as far as your business cards, now that you have them, you want to get out in the neighborhood, just go to everybody and let them know you're a notary, because you never know when they're going to need one, okay? They don't even know when they're going to need one.
That's true. And what was the name of your video again?
They're all called Google My Business. It's a full playlist on YouTube.
Okay, awesome. I'll do that.
So check that out, okay?
Yes.
And then let us know what happened next month when we meet back up.
Definitely.
All right, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit, guys. Mr. Tyre, welcome. And thank you for sharing, Miss Andrea. Mr. Tyre, welcome.
You're welcome.
Where you visited from?
Thank you. I'm from Florida.
Florida.
One of my favorite states.
Yes. I want to thank you all too for having this. I listen to you all the time on YouTube. So
thank you. It's our pleasure.
Yes. I want to understand better. Well, I actually just started my business back in March of last year, and I want to get a better understanding. I know Florida allows for $10 per stamp you can charge, but as far as pricing, some people just for instance, like it's a permission slip or something like that. Some people may charge like 30, 40, 50. So, I mean, how do you kind of like price out your business with customers? To try to maximize actually getting paid, you don't want to go out for, $15. You want to try to maximize, and I guess it may depends on the documents or maybe the area or how you're traveling.
So I have about maybe 4 to 5 videos on how to price, and each person is going to be different. So check out the pricing playlist at YouTube, first of all. But then back to your point, the majority of people are making their money on travel, right? So you need to factor in a few things, Mr. Tyre. How far are you traveling? I do ask what type of document it is, how many people are signing. You hear me talk a lot about screening questions. So questions equal money. If you have not got your mug, guys, check that out. It's a cute mug over at Notary Educators. But so the more questions you ask, though, for real, how far are you traveling? If it's just a little mom around the corner with her school, no. Am I going to charge her $50 just to leave the house? No. But if I'm going to a nursing home, am I going to charge them a little bit more? Yeah. So you'll kind of feel the market, depends on what part of Florida you're in. Are you in an area with a lot of seniors where they have a lot of money, retired people, right? You heard of the villages down here in Orlando?
Yes.
Yeah, people shaking their head. We know it's some money up in there, right?
It is.
So that's, so if you're in a more lived in area, more urban, they may not have as much. So you kind of look at all of those things, but I always say have a minimum that you will have to leave your home. Then again, you got to think about those other factors that I mentioned too. So if you need a deep dive into pricing for your particular business, your particular area and everything, we can do that because this is a public setting. So I can't go into what I would, what I would do in a private session. So check out the coaching corner maybe after you watch all the videos. If you're still uncomfortable, check out the coaching corner and then we can have a private conversation. And because teaching you how to price your job is a skill, people. It really is. I'm actually in the process of working on a course. It should be out soon. Because if you don't know how to price your jobs, also you have no business. You don't. So I have free videos. Again, check them out. If after all of that, you still like, you know what, I really want a one-on-one private conversation, then we can do that because this is a public setting. So I won't put out a blanket statement of what you can do. But I think I've given you some nice parameters to work within.
Yes, you did. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Just to give you an example of that, Tyre, I actually had a coaching session with a young lady from Connecticut, Deshauna, really nice young lady. And she had priced some services out just the day before. And she was like way off. And I was like, and I told her, I told her not to even think about what she had done, chalk it up as a learning lesson. And so, because she had really priced herself way too low for what she had to do for the client, which was an attorney. And it was actually a good situation, but she just really had underpriced herself and she had more work to do. And so after we finished the coaching corner, her smile was big as a jack-o'-lantern and she was just like really excited. And like Kim mentioned, pricing is really a skill and, the market depends on where you are. So you never want to underprice yourself, but you don't want to overprice yourself because you have to do, according to your market. Everybody's market is different in every state. Like DJS say, she's in New York or New Jersey. And so it's totally different from Florida or Georgia. But so the young lady I was working with yesterday had a whole new light as to pricing and what she could do. So the coaching corner may be something that you may want to invest in. And she only did 30 minutes, but everybody is different. Some people do an hour. And like Kim said, if you can't price, you don't have a business.
Yeah, so it's actually a skill set. It's not that we're trying to sell you something, but again, we're in a public setting, so we can't go into, everything like we would in a private setting. So I hope that helps you, Mr. Tyre. Thank you for joining us. Any other question you have?
No, I think that's so. I appreciate it.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, let's get Miss Danielle.
Miss Patricia.
Oh, it's Miss Patricia first?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Danielle. We'll be right back. Hi, Miss Patricia. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Thank you, guys. I've been following you probably about for 6 months, and there's a lot of good information you got out there, all of you ladies. So I want to thank you all for that. It's, you don't cut corners, you try to make it as simple as possible because there's so much out there in the YouTube world. So first, just want to say that.
Thank you.
I started my notary business in 2018, and I'm hearing others saying the same, life got in the way of life and you kind of put it on hold. My mom took sick and, she passed in 2021, and I was getting back into the groove of things. But then again, I had my website all nice and pretty and all of that, but I was afraid to pull the trigger to get business. So I never really directed anybody to my page because that would mean, okay, you gotta be ready for the business.
Correct.
So I didn't think I was ready, but now I am. And so what I have done is I have an assistant or someone that's helping me work on my Google business page. But what I'm hearing now, I don't really know what I need on my page. I'm supposed to be directing her. I want to be the lead to tell her what I want. I don't just want to say, create me a Google business page and I don't know what I need. So that's my question.
May I ask,
And
are
I'm
you
hearing
paying
that
her?
Alexis would be more the one.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, are you
Excuse
paying
me?
this person to do this for you?
Yes, well, she's doing that. And also, she created my domain. And I'm redoing my email address, business card. So it's not just that.
Okay,
It's other things, but my goal is I told her we would do it, probably give myself 3 months to kind of get it set up, and then, I could be able to do it on my own, all the stuff that I'm getting her to do. But yes, I am. And so I want to kind of move away from that to be able to just run it myself. Because right now I just felt like I wasn't focused enough to know how to set up like a calendar, the invoices, and things like that. So
okay. So I want to first express condolences for your loss, because I know what that's
thank
like,
you.
first of all. So be kind to yourself, okay? Because when you're going through something, like you said, I think the new thing is life is doing life, or life is happening life, some kind of new thing they got. I'm like, that's kind of cute. Life is lifing or something like that. So be kind to yourself, make a list. If you don't have your little sheet, make a list of everything that you need to do to start your business. Actually, you may look at the Build Your Business course, because in that course, I take you step by step to build out your notary business. Picking your name, email, literally step by step how to build the business. So check that course out, okay? And then I'm not trying to get the other young lady fired, but if you need your business page built based on a notary, then you probably want to talk to Alexis, because that's like if I need something done with my hand and I go to the ear doctor.
Right.
Right. So I'm not trying to get her fired. She might be able to help you on something. But
Oh, no. I appreciate that. And our goal is for me to not to always have her. So we've already
Yeah.
established that. So
Yeah. So once you
I'm
get
hearing you.
Yeah, once you get it built, if it's her or Alexis, whoever it is, you won't need that much to maintain it. You won't. But you got to get it started, and you got to get it started properly. So what you can do is watch my free videos about Google My Business, as I've stated before. It's about 4 to 6 of them, and then make some notes, and then let that lady whoever you're using, let her know what you need. And then after you guys get everything together, if you still need some help in maximizing it, then you can come to Alexis maybe for a coaching corner or something, okay? But
Okay.
but kind of write out what you need to do step by step. I really recommend you get the Build My Business course if you're just building out your notary business. That's for anybody. Because most of us are not taught how to have a business. We're not taught what to do. So in that course, we go over how to pick your business name, your business email, what kind of account do you need, type of insurance, a little bit about everything in building out the business. So you first got to know how to notarize. So in order, for those of you who are new, if you're going to do the self-paced courses with us, it would be the Notarize Like a Pro, which is going to teach you how to actually notarize your documents, because without that, you have no business also. You start stamping papers and you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to have a business. Then you want to build out the business. So that's the Build Your Business part of the course. So between those two, most people are really able to get started, okay? So Ms. Patricia, for you, write out what you need. Like you said, your business cards, et cetera, et cetera. I highly, probably recommend that course, or even a book for your state. Because don't forget, everybody, I did write a book for all 50 states. Each state has their own book now. If you don't have, you don't have to get it if you have the great book. But so what state are you, Ms. Patricia?
Texas.
Texas. So there's a book for Texas. So go on Notary Educators LLC and get your book. And that's also going to take you step by step to build out the business. That's cheaper than the course. So either way, this is digital too. So I'm just holding up this one, but it isn't, it's digital also, ebook. So that's where I would start to help you kind of build it out, and then watch the free videos, okay? And then we're always here for the coaching corner if you needed to. Yes, ma'am.
One other question. What do you all think the pros and cons to being a sole proprietor or an LLC? I'm a sole proprietor right now.
So that's going to be a business decision, but the LLC will give you different benefits that the sole prop. So really the sole prop is just you doing business as Patricia Lowry doing business as Lowry Mobile Notary. You're one and the same. But when you do Lowry's Notary Services, that's a whole complete entity. It's separate.
The LLC separates you from the business, basically.
Right. Right now, you're just really the same person. Kimmi Nunnally, also known as Kimberly Nunnally. But None Better Mobile Notary is completely over there.
Okay.
I own it, but it's this whole thing. Kimmi and Kimberly are one, but None Better is not even part of it. I own it, but it's over there. It's his own
Depending
thing.
on your situation, Patricia, check with your tax guy or your accountant and let them, thoroughly explain to you and for your situation to see what's best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I do have a video on that. I have over 300 guys. That's why I keep going to the videos. It's should you have an LLC or is it even required? For those of you who are brand new, it's not a requirement to have an LLC to start your business because LLCs in some states cost more than others. So it's not a requirement to have one. Do you eventually want to have one? Yes, but make sure the business is something that you're going to stick with before you start spending a whole lot of money, okay?
Okay. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome, Ms. Patricia, and we wish you the best. And thank you for sharing tonight, okay?
So we have two more, you guys, Danielle and Deshauna.
Then we'll hit the comments really quick. And is it anything that we can pull out of the comments, Angela and Alexis? Can we just kind of look through them while Miss Danielle? Welcome, Miss Danielle. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you for having me, ladies. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hi. I just got my commission 2 weeks ago. Well, actually, December the 22nd from the Secretary of State of Arizona. So I'm happy about that. I'm so excited for 2023 to get my business up and going. Actually, the questions I was going to ask you, everyone asked them already.
Well, that's okay. I'm sure you got something else you want to say. What else you want to say?
Okay, so I have some ideas on what I want for the business, where I want to go. Of course, I'm going to start with general notary work and then offer the other services as I go along. But I remember in one of your videos, because I've subscribed to your channel, you were talking about it's important we have a business plan. I got so many ideas. I don't know how to get to organize everything. I think that's the problem for me, is organizing to start point A, point B, point C. I'm like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to focus on the surface, what's beneath the surface, as opposed to the shiny red objects on the outside and get distracted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this would be a good time for Alexis to join us because she had a couple of tips. Your question is actually perfect.
Okay.
So let's let Alexis kind of talk you through that with the 2023 Notary Business Tip Sheet. If you did not download one, guys, goal sheet rather, I'm sorry. It's at Notary Educators. It's completely free. And it's a little box in there for daily, monthly, and yearly. And we'll let Alexis kind of talk you through how that looks for you. And that'll be a sample for everybody else for tonight, okay?
Okay, great.
Hold on, y'all had me doing too much at once. I was reading through the comments.
I'll check the comments while you have Miss Danielle.
You had me read through the comments. Okay, Miss Danielle, I'm sorry. Say it. Give me the synopsis again.
Hi, Miss Alexis. Yeah, so I'm from Arizona. I was just telling the other ladies that I'm excited to get started. And I remember I was watching one of Kimmi's videos a while back, and she was talking about how important it is for you to have a business plan. Now, I know I'm going to start off the foundation of my company with general notary work, but I have other services I want to offer along with that as I, get more comfortable in my duties going out here, building rapport with potential clients and stuff, and saying, hey, I can offer this and offer that. But the thing is, I don't know how to organize all my ideas. I don't want to get distracted. I'm like, oh, I can do this and I can do this. Like I was saying, this shiny red object, I want to focus on the main goal and then and stay focused. You know what I mean? I don't want to get distracted. I don't know how to organize all my ideas. I'm an ideas person, but execution is something I need to work on.
Right. I understand that completely. So this is for anybody who is in the same boat. So we did this notary goal sheet. I don't know if you have it. If you don't, it's under free resources on the website. And it's just a goal sheet you can download, print off, and jot down your goals, daily, monthly, and year-end goals. Mm-hmm. And for you personally and anybody else, my first thing is the foundation. So our foundation would be notary basics, knowing how to stamp a paper, knowing what an acknowledgement is, a jurat, how to administer an oath, etc. Knowing our state handbook, you know, that's some basic. So do you have that down pat?
I'm going over everything. I'm not going to do anything until I'm 100% confident. So yeah, yes.
That's number one. So we want to be a great notary before we start adding on all these other services.
Yes.
So then at the bottom of our goal sheet, it just goes over additional services that you can learn. So I'll just throw out a few. We have loan signing, apostille, I-9, proctor, fingerprints and translation, field inspection, and courier. That's the ones we put on here. So what I would do is I would research after you are secure with being a great notary, you know your state laws, what you can, what you can't do, you know how to stamp those papers, you know what I mean? Like after that is complete, so that's number one. And that's going to take time in itself. But after that, as you're doing that, getting familiar with all of that, start researching these other roles. Because I have a lot of people who they'll look into loan signing and they'll say, this is not what I want to do. I know people who said, looked into apostille. We talk about it all the time on our channel. They'll hear from us, or they'll research it and they'll say, oh, I don't want to get into that. For whatever reason, everybody's reasons are different. So look into it and research and see what you want to do. And from there, I always say this goal sheet is perfect for you. Write down what's next. I'm a great notary. Now I can start looking into being a loan signing agent. I'm a great notary. Now I can start looking into apostille work. Those kind of go hand in hand. Some documents need to be notarized when you're doing apostilles. So that's how you want to build. You want to make sure you have clear goals. That's the only thing I can really say is to put it on paper. I'm old school in that sense. I have a journal, not a journal, but a calendar that I'm handwriting things in. I love that. A sheet of paper, I'm handwriting stuff in a journal, whatever, you know, you have personally, write down the steps so that you can check stuff off. You know what I mean? You want a list. That's the only way my brain works. I tell anybody that. That's the only way I'm gonna be organized. If it's not in my notes on my phone or in my planner, it doesn't exist in my head. So get you a list going, and your first start, I mean, it's gonna take time to even become a great notary. So it's gonna take you a few months, but if you're dedicated to it, it can take you a short amount of time. I know people who've got their commission and got started within a month, and they learned everything they need to learn. You know what I mean? And you want to get out there, you want to make some mistakes, because we all make mistakes. We all gonna learn from our mistakes. But that's your first step. So don't make it too difficult. Don't try to learn all these different things and you hear this thing from this notary, so you want to jump on it. You're going to get there. Let's start with the basics. Yeah. And keep a checklist. So once you complete something, check it off. If you took Kimmi's I-9 class, fingerprints class online, check that off. You've learned that, and add that to your Google page. You know what I mean? Little by little. It's not, nothing's going to happen overnight. None of our businesses started overnight. I can tell you that for sure. We all from the ground up, literally. So don't make it difficult for you. Make sure you do a list and check it off one by one. And if you need help, we have all these resources online at notaryeducatorsllc.com. Okay.
Thank you. One more question. Do you guys have a business template on your website I can download, or a sample one? So like if you want to write a business plan, that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
No, we need to create that. We do not have a plan.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we do not, Ms. Deshauna, but in the meantime, what we did create is, I don't know if you actually downloaded it. Did you download the free one that we created for you?
Well, for which one?
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Danielle. I'm sorry, Miss Danielle. I'm looking at Deshauna. Miss Danielle, I'm so sorry. Did you download the free one?
No, I'm gonna go to the website now and download it. I was listening to you guys talk, so I didn't.
Yes, that'll be a great start for you. Okay, so start with that, and that's gonna really help you. And then, based on all the different things Alexis was just saying, the different services, before you start buying any of my courses or any additional training, watch my free videos and see, because I give you a pretty real life example of everything that we teach. So watch my videos first, like the I-9 video. Watch that to see what I do, and then say, okay, do I really want to learn that? watch my apostille videos and say, do I really want to do that? Because I take you like a day in the life on everything I do almost. So watch those videos first. Do I really want to do ink fingerprinting?
Fingerprinting.
I think I got
it's time to stop talking.
But no, I got a little nervous on that one too, because that's the one my mom is in. So whenever anybody mentions ink fingerprinting, I always think about my mom. So sorry guys. Anyway, I digress. So that's why I got a little tongue tied on that one too. I was thinking about my mother. Anyway, that was a popular video and she was a part of it. So yeah, before you actually sign up for anything, watch the free videos and say, okay, now I do want to do ink fingerprinting. So now you can buy the course and you're gonna do it like a pro. I teach you how to roll, how to fill out the card, what supplies you need, et cetera, et cetera. All the courses are on sale, 50% off. Coupon code is Notary, okay?
Thank you so
At Notary
much.
Educators. All right, Miss Danielle, is that it for you tonight?
Yeah, thanks for this forum. It's really helpful. And watching your videos encouraged me to go get my commission. I knew this was my calling. So thank you so much, ladies.
Yes, ma'am. What state are you in, Miss Danielle?
I'm in Arizona, so wish me luck.
Yeah, and don't forget, get the Arizona book. You might need it.
Yeah.
I will.
All right. Let's get
Great.
Danielle, Miss Marcel, and the last caller is gonna be Sharonda. Let's get Miss Deshauna.
Hi, Deshauna, my girl.
Hello.
Hi, Angela. So I'm gonna be super fast.
Okay.
So I definitely want to recommend getting the coaching corner because, like Angela said, I'm definitely underpriced myself all the way.
I didn't.
But
Go ahead.
I touched base with the lady. I gave her the price that we had talked about in the coaching. She came back to me. She said yes, and she actually wants to meet with me on Monday before I actually do the signing to build the relationship. So even though I priced myself a lot lower than what I should have priced, I'm gonna be able to still make up for it in other jobs that I'm gonna be able to do for her.
Very
And
good.
I'm like, now I know how to price.
Yes, it's a skill.
So
it's a skill.
So yeah, so now you see what I mean when I said don't worry about what you underpriced, because now what you give her is going to be a deal, but you're going to make up for it with what she's going to give you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're on mute, Miss Deshauna.
So that's all I have to say.
Oh, thank you for sharing.
I'm glad
for
that she
sharing.
accepted your proposal for the pricing. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, and nice to meet you. I saw your email and sent it over to Angela.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for sharing. So as you guys can see, though, the coaching corner is a small investment in your business. Again, if you need something private, you can see the different things that we talk about or options for you, and feel free to sign up for that. Miss Marcel, how are you?
Hey, Marcel.
Hey.
Welcome.
I am doing well. So I don't have a question. I just wanted to get on to tell you guys thank you so much, all three of you, because if it wasn't for you, I don't know where I would be today. January 2nd of this year was 1 year since I was commissioned, and I'm doing absolutely great. I'm offering all the services that you recommended, and of course I've added weddings as well. So I just want to say thanks. That's all.
You are so welcome. You're so sweet. I was just getting ready to put you on blast too. Marcel is a student from last year, and she has added so many services. She's actually a wedding officiant. Excuse me, we don't teach that because none of us are. But she's a wedding officiant. She's in a Facebook group. If you have not seen some of her pictures, she's doing amazing things. She's even organized a couple notary meetups with her and a couple other notaries. So she took her business from zero for real to $1 million.
Yes, I was so scared.
Yeah, we know. We didn't know if you were going to make it, girl.
Say that again, Marcel.
I was so scared to even answer my phone. The hardest thing for me was pricing. And once I got that, that was it. That was the best thing ever, because pricing is hard.
Right. It is hard.
So hard. And then I have a lot of people reaching out to me, asking me to help them. And I always tell them, go watch Kimmi's videos and join the Facebook group. Even this week, one lady reached out to me in Conyers, and I gave her, I spoke to her maybe like 30 minutes or so, but I did refer her to you guys. Hopefully she joined the group. But you guys are amazing, and I don't know where I would be without you. honestly.
Thank you, Marcel. It's been our pleasure. Marcel started out actually with a one-on-one with Angela for her training. And then I used her several times as a witness. So that's how Jeffrey and I got to know Marcel. And we were like, she's so timid.
Yeah.
Marcel ain't timid no more.
So that's what I was gonna say in the chat. I still saw a couple of people saying how they're afraid they were and they can't get started. Marcel is like the cookie cutter example of somebody who was afraid. She just said she didn't want to answer her phone, but with her training and with her coaching and us pushing her after the training, she's doing amazing. She has her whole area over town where she has locked down.
And I'm #1 in Conyers.
Go ahead, Marcel.
Want you to know.
I know that's right.
Congratulations.
And we are very proud of you, Marcel, and others who
Very
taken the
proud.
training and was afraid and, you know.
Best decision ever.
And so when you take the
find us,
training,
Marcel,
guys-
how did you find us?
On YouTube.
Okay.
I found you on YouTube and then I, reached out to Angela for the one-on-one training.
Okay, I was just
and
curious.
Then,
Okay.
And then when I had questions, I used to text you or Angela. And I remember one morning you called me, Kimmi, and you helped me so much. We were on the phone for maybe 20 minutes. You were asking me, okay, why are you scared and everything? And we did a role play and oh my God, you really helped me.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, when we train you also, we just don't dump you and say, okay, you paid for the training and now you don't talk to us. Like I said, Marcel and others are perfect examples. We want you to win. We want you to be successful at this business. And so as long as, when you take the training, we will be there for you to help you. And like, sometimes it's going to be hard because we're going to be hard on you after the training. We're not going to just hold your hand. We're going to let you know, like I said, Kim said, what are you doing? And why aren't you doing this?
Yeah. I used to call you and was like, why did Kim say that?
Right. So we're not going to just hold your hand and be like, oh, baby, no, if we've trained you, we expect you to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's all in love because we want you to fly. And Marcel, a few times I got off the phone with Marcel and I would tell Jeffrey, I said, I hope I wasn't too mean.
Yeah, sometimes I was so frustrated and I sent it to Angela, but I was like, it's okay. But now I know that it was to help me and I really appreciate it.
And now look at you, you never call no more.
You don't never call no more. We can't, look, Marcel, we can't even get you to be a witness no more because you're too busy.
I have people calling me now, asking me questions.
Right.
You never know where that might lead.
Who knows?
Well, thank you again so much. We appreciate it. We love you, okay?
Love you.
Love you too.
All right. All right, Miss Sharonda, last but not least, thank you for waiting so patiently. How can we help you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Texas. Thank you for answering my question. I have been a commissioned notary since 2021, December 2021. And then I started doing remote online notarizations in April of 2022. So I haven't actually done any in-person notarizations. All of them have been Ron. Okay. So my goal for this month is to put myself out there, and I've been using one of the platforms where they send you the clients and you just help. So I haven't been gathering my own clients, but this month I really want to focus on putting myself out there and visiting and going past out some business cards. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of want to know, how do I determine who I should bring it to? And then once I decide, okay, I'm going to bring it to these particular businesses, then what am I going to say to them when I get there? I'm a bit nervous about going out, getting my own clients, but the actual completing the general notary work, I'm pretty confident in that because I've been doing it.
Very good. So as far as who are you going to market to? Every single person. Literally, because everybody needs a notary one time or another. If they don't, they know somebody that needs one, right?
Okay.
So you want to get in your neighborhood that start at the barbershops, beauty shops, Publix, Panera, that you put a card on the thing sometimes. Wherever you can market, you want to make sure. And before you start marketing, I want you to look at my business card video for everyone and make sure your business card is correct before you start passing it out.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have your picture on your business card?
I do not have my picture on my business card. I originally started my business. I'm doing bookkeeping and notary, and so I was doing everything under that one business name. But that's also one of my other goals for this month. I'm separating the notary into its own separate business from the bookkeeping, so everything will be new. So I have to order my new cards, create my business name, logos, everything will be starting fresh as far as the business is concerned.
So let's ask you another question, Ms. Sharonda. What name is on the business card?
My business name is Capital Copia. So I was doing bookkeeping and notary.
So let's wait. No, don't put them out.
Yeah.
You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. So for all of you that are listening today, everybody, first of all, go back and watch my business card. Watch my video on what should your business card look like, one. And then two, if you are just starting out, no matter where you are in your notary business, buy the book for your state, literally, because it's going to take you step by step. Even if you have your commission, if you do not have this great book, if you have not bought a great book, other than Georgia, the orange book, get a book for your state. And it's going to take you literally step by step how to build out that business. Why do I say that? Because the business card that you have now, you don't want to put that out. They don't know.
Right.
So you're not ready. Your business is not ready. You are effectively wasting your time, quite frankly.
They don't know what services is with that business card.
Right. So you need to get that Start Your Notary Business book. You can buy the e-copy, it's cheaper, but you need to read that book step by step. I recommend everybody, if your business is not where you want it to be, get the book so you can start from scratch. Most of you have watched a YouTube video, went to the NNA, got your commission, or just went down to the state because your work told you to do it and you got a commission, you don't know what else to do. Invest 30 minutes. It's about an hour, maybe 2 hour read, but read it cover to cover about the whole notary business. I cover everything. Loan sign, I cover everything. And you want to know what you're getting into. You know, most of us, again, have watched the video, oh, I want to make that money, but you got to have a good foundation. So your first thing is going to be to get that book for whatever state you're in, Texas, Florida, Arizona, wherever. Get that book for your state and then step it out. Because right now, if you put that out, you're not ready. That's why I said, let's go back and ask a few more questions about that business card.
Right. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm creating a new LLC for the new business, but I haven't actually done it yet. So I would not.
I want you to spend another dime, Ms. Sharonda, only on that book for right now.
Okay.
Everybody step away from buying products, step away from buying courses. I don't even want you to buy my course until you read the book. I need you to know exactly what you're getting into. I want you to have some structure, a good foundation. We're not going out and buy windows for the house and we don't even have a house yet.
Okay. Okay.
Right? You're gonna go out and buy the paint. Girl, I want this room to be lime green, but you don't even have a house. You don't even have the mortgage.
Right?
So you got to get a good foundation. Then we can start making it look pretty and go buy stuff. So I'm being a little extra, but I really want you guys to succeed. And the only way you're going to succeed is if we cook over here. I always say we cook slow roasted Sunday dinners.
Okay.
We don't do microwave dinners over here. We're not selling the pipe dream. We selling real talk. So does it take a little bit longer the way we teach and the things that we tell you to do? It probably does. But the other people are just buying stuff and still never have no results. That's not what we do over here. So that's what we're going to recommend for you, Ms. Sharonda, okay? Just kind of take time, pump the brakes, get the book, and see what you're getting into.
Okay. Thank you. I will do that. Thank you.
Then keep us posted and let us know what's going on for next month. So we're going to get this last one, and then we're going to give you a couple of announcements, okay? Ms. Sharonda, thank you for sharing tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Corinne, what's going on with you? Welcome.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hi.
That's my friend's mommy. How are you?
Yes. Yeah, that's me.
Hey,
I just want to say that I am available for anyone in the Detroit area that needs a witness.
Okay, so guys, if you know somebody that needs a witness in Michigan, you can reach out to Miss Corinne, okay?
Okay.
Well, nice to have you with us tonight. Thank you for joining and buying your course. I wish you much success over there.
Okay, thank you, Kimmi.
Okay, love you.
Yup, you too.
Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, but really quick, just a couple of announcements. So we are going to do this again next month. Today we called it a 2023 Notary Kickoff. We probably are going to move away a little bit from that Notary Mentor Monday and come over here, because this way you can actually get on camera, you can talk about it. You know, we can invite new people every month, because actually 128 showed up, but we had about 70. So that means they might come next month, right? You can come back and share your wins, your losses, what you did, what you didn't do, completely free. We're not charging you anything. This is not a monthly fee associated with this. So I think that's the direction we're heading in for 2023 as part of our business goals as notary educators. Also, I want to encourage everybody, if you are just starting out, check out the book that's been written for your state. Seriously, and then adding additional services, check out the 50% off coupon and use Notary. It's also on the site, so you can't help but to see it. If you want to add additional services, Angela has the apostille course that she can help you guys with that. Watch the videos on everything first to make sure it's something you want to do again. Alexis is our loan signing person. She has a course for that also. Even if you're taking an NNA, people double back again and they have to take hers because of the way we teach is just completely different. We don't have no jargon, no fluff. Give it to you straight, everything you need to succeed. So, and Google My Business also, Alexis is our trainer for that. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to say good night and thank you guys for joining us and trusting us with your journey here. I'll let Alexis and Angela say good night too. And again, it's always my pleasure. And I'm Notary Life with Kimmi. Check out my new video I dropped tonight. I broke my notary stamp, y'all. I put out a new video about that. I broke my stamp. It was so crazy. Here go the piece right here, y'all. Check out the new video. But anyway, Alexis and Angela, y'all let Angela say bye.
AJ Mobile Notary, it's been such a pleasure. And we really appreciate you joining us, because you could have been doing something else on Friday night. And we hope that we've answered some of your business questions. And just to reiterate, this is what this live Zoom is for, is to personally talk to you about your business so you can hopefully, you know, straighten out some things that can really help you move forward and be successful in 2023 and the future. So thank you guys so much. I'm signing off. This is Angela.
Yeah, and before I sign off, I just wanted to tell you all, so many people in the comments kept saying how you all are nervous, you're scared. The only thing I had to say to that, because I was the exact same way, and I'm pretty sure I can say the same thing for a lot of other people. Remember, you are the expert in the situation. You're the one with the stamp. You are the one with the notary handbook. You know what I mean? You're the one with the training. So 9 times out of 10, when somebody calls your phone, they don't know what they need. They don't know anything other than they need a notary. They don't know anything past that. You do have some people that'll call you, they know what they're talking about because they either use the notary a lot or they are a notary. But 9 times out of 10, they don't know you are the expert. So have some confidence in that you are the expert, you know what you're doing. So when your phone does ring, you're ready to get the ball rolling. We cannot be fearful in 2023. Saw that too many times in the chat. I don't know how else to put it to you all. Like Kimmi say, we're gonna give it to you straight. We just gotta get it, we gotta get the ball rolling. Or else you're just gonna have your stamp and you're not gonna have no business. Like, what we gonna do?
Right.
But other than that, I just want to thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we cannot wait to do this again. I am so happy and proud to hear all the stories, and I cannot wait to continue to hear the stories. So yeah, and if you all need us, remember notaryeducatorsllc.com. It's Alexis.
You're on mute, Kim.
You're muted.
Yeah, join the Facebook group. It's completely free. Notary Educators, okay? That's where you'll find us most of the time hanging out. Well, until next time, guys, everybody be safe and have a great weekend and a great 2023, okay?
And look for our next Zoom on our Facebook group.
Yes.
Yes, on Facebook.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.